Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim. I own the park. I'm going to be basically by myself pretty soon. I'll have neighbors, plenty of them right across the street and across the street this way. But right behind me, they'll be bailing and the people behind them, and I'll be able to play my music as loud as I want, do what I want, have all this space. I got that big field over there. It's awesome. The only thing that's not awesome is my eyes. This left eye is as red as a fire truck. The right eye is white and black with the broken blood vessels, I suppose. And it is now, make sure this is working. That's my solar panel. What time is it? God, I look rough. 5:55 already. I get up at 5:30. I've been dilly-dallying around, and I've got a 9:30 or so appointment with the cardiologist. But I'm ready for the best cup of coffee I ever had in my life. And you know why it's going to be the best? Because it's McAfee, baby. We got the McAfee right here. Boom. 2, 3. Now I want some strong coffee this morning. 4. It's a little strong for two bottles of water. We'll see what happens. Let's get it cooking. Cook. All right. Now, let's go outside and take a look-see around. I got my my light hack going. I'll show you. Here's the light hack. Check out that moon. It's like a crescent moon. 70 degrees out here. He's got a light on over there. The Quebecian people yesterday at the end, I actually saw her. I don't know where their car is, putting her last things in the storage of her fifth wheel over there. But these two on the other side of me, they'll be bailing. I met this guy right over here last night. Really cool guy. We got each other's phone number. And we'll be hanging out. All these people down through here will be hanging out. But it's thinning out. It's thinning out. I'll put the bike away in the storage. Got the queue here. I got some couple packs of bacon I got at BJ's. I could defrost one, make some bacon this morning, bacon and eggs if I want. There's my V4. I don't have to worry about locking myself out. Got the combo, got the key fob. So got the V light going. Got the LEDs up here. I love those two. Here's the crusher. Guy's going to his prison job. That's the guy with the baby. He'll be here. They just bought that place there. Got the griddle all covered up. It really looks cool when I put the awning out. It gives you like another room, it feels like. And it really opens it up when you retract it. I love it out, I really do. But, you know, the winds are calming down now. I don't think I have to worry about it. But at night, I would never leave it out in case a storm came or something. But I'll be leaving it out a lot more to give me shade, and the winds will be low. Got the big 30, 50 amp power post right there. I could put a big Prevost diesel bus in here, and I got plenty of power. That coffee's brewing. I love how I have another door here. Look how small this little thing is. Let me turn the camera around a little bit. This way, if I zoom out, you can see. It's just a little camper. 2511 from the tip of that bumper, or maybe from the back of the spare, to the tongue up there where you hook it on the ball. Inside, it's so roomy. And you just kind of go through other rooms and stuff. Boy, she really is shiny, man. Looking like a brand new girl. Man, how nice is that? Beautiful truck. My neighbor last night I met, he said, you know, I ain't a Ford guy at all, but I like this truck. He said it like 3 times. He really complimented it, and he meant it. He just kept looking at it. And I agree. I mean, you know, I was a Toyota Tundra guy, and I'm a Chevy guy. I'm a Ford guy. I like that Ford. Nice and cool in here. Let's put on the TV. I hit the little settings button here and it goes right to grit. All right, it's 6:03, so we're in time for a Western. Before 6, they got them silly commercials and infomercials on deed lock and everything else. Hang on a minute. All right, we're back. We're back with his red eye and his black eye. Oh, man. Come on, coffee. Cook up. So I I sure felt the love, folks. I really do. With your comments about, where the hell are you? Yeah, I guess I was kind of absentee there for a couple of days, other than a couple of videos, doing what I was doing over there. And, oh, look at this. Please, God. Oh, man. Oh, okay. I was just praying because I was thinking, I hope I didn't leave that refrigerator cracked open all night, but I did just get a bottle of water out of there, so it's only been a minute. You got to be careful. If you don't press it closed, it'll, you know, you got to press it. Oh, speaking of press, I'm pressuring this coffee pot to hurry up. Oh, yeah, it's good. It'll be good for months. But yeah, I felt the love from everybody, wondering where I was and wanting to see some videos. And then last night, I got cheap on you. And just dealing with this black eye and just getting home. I made that steak. Folks, I'm going to be honest with you. The steak was good, parts of it. And parts of it were, like the fat on most ribeye, you can eat it. It's just, it melts. Like, I'm going to light a little candle here. Sometimes it pops for a minute. And the soot will pop out on my counter, so get the candle, the wicks going for a second. Then I can place it over to the side. And make it smell nice in here. I'm never going to buy food at BJ's again. Gas only. I mean, I don't even know if that bacon, I bought that bacon before there. It's Oscar Mayer. It doesn't taste right. Something's weird about it. But those steaks were huge. Good deal for the big size, but Whatever they're selling there, I don't want. There's always some gimmick to these discount wholesale places. You're just not going to beat. You're going to pay, but you're just not going to beat a Publix grocery store. And you can buy a bad steak there too. But I had the best one ever ate in my life, a ribeye that I made on the Q about a month ago, a few weeks ago. It was amazing. I mean, amazing. Seriously. And the one yesterday, while there were pieces of it that were good, and you saw it didn't come out well done, it came out medium, came out perfect as far as cooking and the temperature of the steak. Now I put the butter on and everything, but it was just it wasn't a ribeye that I know of. Oh boy, we're almost there, but can you indulge me to put another garbage bag in my garbage? I won't even shake it and make all that noise. I'll just run my hand down here, open it up. I got to put these plastic bottles in here. They're annoying me sitting on my counter. Let me take this one out. Oh, it's heavy. Got to go to the trash with that. I have some very cool things arriving soon. It's that time of year where a lot of companies reach out to creators and offer them crap. I say that, respectfully. Oh, let's get into it. Here we go. 6:08 a.m. Look at the color of that. Oh, let's stop right there. Ooh, I smell that candle. Got that at, I always want to say Bed Bath & Beyond. They're out of business. It's Bath and Body Works. Here's to you, folks. Good morning. Oh, God, he's slurping in the microphone. Man, is that good. All that heavy whipping cream, and I got to get off of it. I got to go back to, skim milk, half and half. People are telling me it's blowing me up. Others are saying it's everything else. Others are saying that the milk has got sugar in it, the half and half. Folks, that is the best cup of coffee I've ever drank in my life. I'm not kidding you. That's at McAfee, baby. In a ceramic cup. And the one Miss Deb, the barber, gave me. Boy, I hope she's doing okay. I haven't heard from her in a long time. Gosh darn, that's good coffee. I'm going to get hopped up here in a minute. So, I've already got to turn that candle off. They put it out, man. They put the smell out. That's enough smell. Woo! That's because I got my fan blowing that I had blowing all night last night up on the bathroom sink into the bedroom. And the AC really never kicked on because it got down to 69 and I didn't have the temperature low enough. But I bumped it down this morning a little bit when I got up to make it comfortable. And let's go over here. Let's go over here and talk next to the fan. There we go. You guys like that? I got you on the selfie stick that's got like a little legs on the bottom. You 111,614 beautiful souls out there are increasing. I see the subscribers. Strange anomaly going on with my subscribers. I know there's a hell of a lot more than it says. It always has been. But whatever it is, it is. The channel's doing well financially. The companies are reaching out to me left and right. I've got a smartwatch that'll be here for a review. I've got an e-bike coming in about a week. I got that all done yesterday. I have other companies reaching out to me wanting to send me different things that I don't want, so I said no on them. And that'll be about it. I think the smartwatch is interesting. I was looking at some other creators that reviewed it. It must be coming from China because it's taking its time getting here. My neighbor last night, he's wearing an Apple Watch, and when we exchanged phone numbers, I asked him, I said, you got your phone on you, so he can call me and we could have each other's number. He says, no, I'll go get it. I said, no, I'll just grab mine right inside. And so I grabbed it, and when I called him, I said, I hope your wife doesn't, wonder who this is, because his phone was in his camper. His watch started to ring. He has an Apple Watch that, I guess is connected, so, and he knew my name and everything. He had it right there on his watch. He said, when I get in, he says it stores it on his watch, but he has to actually store it manually on the iPhone. So there goes the AC. But we got the mic on, so we got good audio. So the smartwatch is coming. Although it's not an Apple Watch, but it doesn't cost anywhere near it either. Could be something that you would like to get. I accepted it and want to get it because it does all those health features, counting steps, your heart rate, your blood oxygen, your stress levels, all that stuff I need to know. So the e-bike, I won't go into too much about it, but I've had the product before, so they've reached out to me again, and it's a pretty cool bike. It's their newest, and not the newest style. They've had this style before, but they've upgraded the motor, the battery, and a few things on it. And so there's a special thing you can do to unlock it. They are sent and sold as a class 2 to make them a class 3 where they can actually go pretty fast. If you've seen people riding around on these e-bikes going down the road, and you can barely keep up with them going down a surface street, like a surface street, 35 mile an hour zone, they're right there with you. Personally, the way they come as a class 2 at 18 to 22 miles an hour is plenty fast on sidewalks and on the street. On a bicycle, it really is. I mean, you wouldn't think, but it really is. You don't want to drive your car 22 miles an hour or 18, but on a bicycle, it's a heck of a lot faster than walking. But I will probably unlock it so that I have more torque on whatever to climb these big hills I got around here. That is good coffee. Let's turn that air conditioner up. We don't need to be. We need it, then we don't need it. Let's pour some more of this delish coffee. But like I said yesterday, I'm not kidding you when I say this. There is something very special about this camper and living like this. Living the free life. That's an airplane. The RV life. The fact that I am safe. Safer than these people in these mobile homes around here, in these mobile home parks, for the tumultuous weather that we can encounter here in Florida, such as hurricanes. And thunderstorms are not much you can do because you don't know what they're going to do. They can blow up. But these hurricanes that they can predict a week out, 10 days out, and all you got to do is hook up and boogie and head to a Walmart in Valdosta, Georgia or something. It's pretty cool because actually my neighbor last night was telling me that he lost his home in the hurricane, which was very unfortunate. A lot of people We had that one Milton and Helene that skirted by, and then Milton actually landed right here. And the RV park I live in had to be evacuated. You couldn't be here. You could leave your camper here. You didn't have to take anything with you, but you couldn't be here because this is a flood zone. We're very, very close to the Gulf of America. Speaking of all that, switching gears on you, I haven't paid attention. I've been doing what I'm doing. It's interesting how when you get distracted from making videos, from watching media, from thinking about anything but just having a good time like I was doing over in West Palm and going to Deerfield Beach and seeing my son, Ted and Jolene and everything like that, you are what you think, you know? If you show me your garden, I'll tell you what you planted. You show me your friends and I'll tell you all about yourself. I'm full of them. But when you take your mind out of the garbage can, out of the outhouse, you're no longer stinking. You don't have stinking thinking. And so I really don't know what's going on. What are the latest gossip that Trump's doing, or latest accomplishments, or the latest thing he's accused of, or the latest, oh gosh, I just pressed my eye, that's sore. The latest lawsuits he's got against him, or impeachment, or whatever they're trying to do. But it's all crazy. Just ignore it. Just like anything negative, just ignore it. Because it doesn't mean a dang thing. Nothing. They'd love you to listen to them, watch them. They'd love it. That's what gets them off. Get this. I was talking to Pete, just checking my stuff out. I was talking to Pete last night on Messenger. You know, you can talk to people on Messenger, make phone calls around the world free of charge through Facebook Messenger. And he's 12 hours ahead. It's 6:19 p.m. over there in the Philippines. And we were just going on and on about everything. You know, just a couple of guys talking about stuff. He just got back over there, you know, from being over here for a month. Was at Ted and Jolene's. Stopped by. He knows them as well. Him and I go back to the car business days 100 years ago, where we sold cars together. I've been knowing Pete since his children were born and babies. They're all grown adults now with their own kids. It's crazy how much time has gone by. But you can send these videos, audio text, type text. So he's hitting me up with some videos and some audio text and stuff. I can hear his voice. It was pretty cool. And, you know, over there in the Philippines, while there are cars and people have them, more people ride scooters, mopeds, low CC, smaller engine, not like Harleys. And I mean, they got them, I'm sure. But there's no shortage of people riding around on these scooters. And he had one and sold it, and now he's renting one. I guess it's relatively cheap. Everything's cheap over there. Keeps telling me, you got to come over here. You know, $100 is like $1 million, you know. So he's renting one. He's thinking about pulling the trigger and getting it. And he probably will. He has to have some kind of transportation. The only thing is, I think about the Philippines, I think about, you know, typhoons, which is a hurricane that spins in the opposite direction. Monsoons and, you know, all that rain they get. It can be very wet over there, like a jungle. So, you know, when you got to ride around on a dang scooter in the rain, that ain't no fun. No fun riding around in a car. But he's really happy and he's living large. He's got a lady friend. Apparently there's no shortage of ladies over there that want to be your friend if you're an expat. That's a foreign gentleman from Australia or Europe or America or something. He was trying to tell me all about it, dangling that string in front of me. Come on over, you know. He just wants me to come out and hang out with him. But I ain't going. I ain't even got a passport. And if I did, chances are I'd never. Not unless I was in a position like a lot of guys that go over there that have really no alternative. I mean, they just are not making it here. And that's difficult for a lot of people today to make it here. And they hear about that and they go because you can live very cheap there. The average monthly income is $400, just so you know. So if you're making a couple of grand a month on Social Security, $1,500 a month. You can have an apartment, a scooter, food, live on the beach, near the beach, you know, go out to eat a lot, do all you want to do, pretty much. On what it probably takes more than $4,000 a month to do here on $1,500 a month there. So, but one thing I got, plenty of money. I don't need to go to the Philippines. Oh man, I'm getting coffeeed up here and 6:25. I want to hit the gym. I want to get some steps in. I want to ride the bike. My tires are going to be here today from Amazon. I'm putting 2 new tires on my bike. That'll be my exercise bike. The e-bike will be, I don't know, I might run it over to the gym most mornings. Get me a big cable lock for it. And the regular bike. I have one already, but I'm going to get a nice one for that e-bike. And you know what I heard? First of all, regarding e-bikes, when I got these before, they were not near as popular. Everywhere you look now, and I've traveled all the way to California with the RV, e-bikes are ruling. They're everywhere. And it's a very, you know, bicycles are kind of cool to get around, you know. You can get there quicker than walking, and you can put them on the front of a bus and take the bus like 4 or 5 miles down the road to your job, and then take your bike off and ride it the last mile or a few blocks. You got ways of making a bicycle work and the exercise. But these e-bikes, I mean, you can get there quicker than a car on some of these commutes with the traffic in the morning. But what I was going to tell you is I read last night in the comments on some of these e-bikes, these tariffs that are coming into play that were postponed, that will be, I don't know what he's going to do or what's going to happen with that. But these things are all from China. And these $1,000, $1,200, $1,500, $900, whatever they are, e-bikes, these discounts they've been offering may go away because of the tariffs. And they may be holding out for full retail. So this may be the last opportunity to get one. And, you know, I had my concerns when I first got one that, you know, these junks, you know, are they just going to stop working? And yet, I see the styles like I used to get, still running down the road, back and forth all day. The battery, you just recharge it, put it on there. That little motor in the hub pushes that baby right along 20, 30 miles an hour. And all kinds, little tiny, skinny, tired ones that look like they could hardly push a 200-pound person around. Pushing these little scooters that people stand on. I see them everywhere. I guess because the price point. But the nice fat tire e-bike, they're north of $1,000. And they may be going up because of the tariffs. And they're pretty reliable. I mean, they got enough of them on the market now where parts and service, if you needed it, is, you know, and the one I'm getting has got a 2-year warranty. So, and I've had the product before. They've all been pretty good. I might take it down to the beach and ride it on the sand, drop the tire pressure. It's a fat tire model. I like those kind. Man, oh man, I'm going to let the time get away on me. Oh yeah. We got us a long one here. I hope it'll upload. Let me get this one up for you. Crush it!